So let's start our session with the bell. Almost forgot. Oh, very pingy today. And let's start with being seated. So come into comfortable seated position on the mat. The glare is back. We just close that tiny bit. That's going to be light enough for us. Right on my face, that's okay. No, I'll bear with it. You can sit on the cushion, don't forget, sitting cross-legged is best. So let's just interlink the fingers and extend the arms up, push up through the hands, but try and keep the shoulders down away from the ears. So feel that you're also feeling a sense of lifting through the chest, feel the abdominals are engaged, pushing up through the hands, straightening up and lengthening through the elbows, but keeping the back of the neck nice and long. So that means keeping the chin slightly tucked in. Breathe there. Keep stretching up. Keep lengthening through the whole spine. It's great to just engage with that whole center of the body. Breathing in one more time. And on the out breath, lowering the arms down slowly to the sides. Good. Lift the shoulders up. Squeeze them right up by the ears. And then out through the mouth. Let's try it again, these lovely shrugs with the breath. Breathing in. Breathe in through the nostrils. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulders up by the ears and out through the mouth. Release that tension. Squeezing out that tension that gathers up around the neck, the ears and the shoulders and out through the mouth. Good. Let's just roll the shoulders back. Maybe 2 or 3 times. Nice big, kind of like a massage. We're just rolling. Drawing big circles of the shoulders forwards now, letting the arms be nice and floppy. They're not really doing anything now. And then let's interlink the fingers in front of the body. So we're starting to open up this whole area. Breathing in through the nostrils. And as you breathe out, just take the hands away from you. Drop the head down. Looking down at the feet there. Take the arms forward. So feel that the space between your palms of your hands and your chest is getting bigger. It's increasing. You're lengthening that space as the hands come forward, the shoulders also come forward. You feel that space between the shoulder blades expanding. Feel that space between the shoulder blades are there, and as you breathe out, take the hands forward. Good. One more breath in. And release the arms. See how that feels for a moment. Wow, that feels so much better. And we'll do the opposite way now. So interlinking the fingers, but behind the back now. Breathing in through the nostrils. And this time also keep the neck long, so just looking at the space down on the ground but in front of you. Breathe into the chest, right across the front of the chest, front of the shoulders. And as you breathe out, take the arms back behind you, shoulders go back. Back of the neck is nice and long. And it's like the chest wants to go forwards and upwards. Like the heart wants to fly upwards. Keep looking down towards the ground. Keep focusing on your breath as you breathe in. Fill the whole chest, the space around the heart with air. Create space. As you breathe out, the hands are going not just back, but also slightly upwards behind you. One more breath in. And release. Oh, how's that feel? Good. Put the left hand down on the left side. So we're just getting all the different dimensions of this chest area. Bend the elbow on the left side. Breathing in, extend up to the right side, look up at that right hand, and then as you breathe out, your arm is coming over the body, and you can look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Good. Breathing, breathing, nice and deeply. Try and keep both sitting bones down, bending into that elbow so you can lean right over the body. Feel that extension, the fingers are extending, this whole area, particularly between the ribs and the hips, is expanding. Yeah, good. Use the inhale to come up. Use the exhale, come down with that right hand. Plant that right hand down on the ground. Breathe into the left. Extend the fingers to the ceiling, look up at that hand. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body, right over the body, bending into that right elbow. And you can look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm if that feels good to you. Try and keep both sitting bones down. Just feel that length, particularly from the side of the waist, coming right up, opening up the rib cage, opening up that armpit, opening up the shoulder. And we make that more open and create space with the breath. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, that left arm comes down. So let's stir it up a little bit. So let's put the legs out in front actually, just to give the legs a bit of a rest. Again, if this feels difficult, this might feel more difficult than with crossed legs, you can always pop up on the cushion there. So putting the hands on the knees there, let's just have a little wriggle to make ourselves comfortable. Some people like to just lift up on the fingertips and sit more comfortably. I'm going to stir the porridge now. So keeping the back really upright. So think about, imagine you're sitting up against a wall and the head's on top of the body, not leaning forwards, not taking the head forwards, not bending the back. Breathe in to start. Feel that length lifting you. As you breathe out, you're going to lean forwards. So keeping the back straight. And as you breathe in, you're going to come around. So in effect, we're pivoting on the base of the spine. We hold on to the knees. That might help us guide ourselves around. We exhale. So how the breath is, we exhale as we're leaning forwards. And we inhale as we're leaning back. So try and follow that movement. Breathing out. So try and keep the back, the spine upright. You can tell if that's happening because you can feel that your abdominals are working. And they're working in relationship with your lower back. So keep lifting, keep lengthening, keep breathing. Breathing out as you lean forwards. Breathing in, leaning back a little bit. Yeah, then come back to center. Breathing in again. As you breathe out, lean forwards. And then coming around to the left this time. We're going to stir that porridge. Imagine like a big spoon going around the bowl. This is actually a lovely practice to do with a partner. Sometimes I do this with partners and we kind of hold hands and do this. So you have someone at home with you, you can do the stirring the porridge together. Kids love doing this too. And it's a great way of connecting, moving the bodies together. One more around. Breathe out as you lean forwards. Keep that heart lifting upwards. Breathe out in as you come back and come back to center. Let's just cross the legs again. We always need to twist. Twisting is great to invigorate the spine. Right hand on the left knee. Get the left hand behind you on the fingertips or the fingers there. Breathe in, lift the chest, facing forwards. As you breathe out, feel that the left body is coming around to the left, to the belly, and the ribs and the chest is coming around to the left. Breathe in, lengthen up the spine again, shoulders down away from the ears. And as you breathe out, the left shoulder's coming around, and you're looking around, right round behind you. Keep dropping those shoulders. Every inhale, lengthen, lift the chest, lift the heart. Keep the head on top of the body rather than leaning forwards. Use this abdominal strength, the lower back strength. One more breath in, and untwist to the front. Beautiful. Now take the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you. Breathe in, lift, centrally. Breathing out, the right belly's coming around, the right chest, the right ribs. And on the inhale, you're lengthening. Make that breath really pronounced. Make the out breath really long. So you're moving, and you're twisting into the space that your breath is providing, is creating. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhaling, twisting around to your right, looking right behind you. One more breath in. Lengthen and untwist in the front. Let's set the legs out again. We're going to do a little lion. A lion to lively up ourselves, get that expression out. So how this looks with the legs outstretched is breathing in. Through the nostrils, big deep breath in, and then fingers go out really strongly. Look at my toes are spreading out, and then the tongue comes out the mouth. Rasping sound and the eyes are really, really wide. So breathe in. Don't forget those toes. Breathing in. Good, let's try that one more time. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Great stuff. Okay, can bring the legs together. Maybe just hug the knees for a moment. Hug the knees into the body. Come into this little cosmic egg. So you can either have the toes touching the ground or just balancing on your sitting bones. Really draw the knees up towards you and draw the chest towards the knees. So you're really sitting up tall still. The shoulders down away from your ears and backwards as well. The chest is proud and prominent. Good. And I'm just going to release those legs and come onto all fours. So do this cat stretch movement. This is just with one extended leg. So you keep both hands on the ground, so make them really comfortable on the ground. Don't forget with these arms not to lock the elbows out. So we're not making these pillars, we're making the arms really lively so that the chest can have space here. As soon as you lock it, the shoulder goes forward. So soften that shoulder. So we're going to start off by extending the left leg back. Again, it's not going high, disturbing the plants. Extending that out, breathing in, and the chest comes forward. Put the hands down the ground. Breathing out, you bring the knee, so the knee doesn't come down on this one. The nose comes towards the knee. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards, chest is proud. Exhale, bring the nose towards the knee. Breathing in, extend. Exhaling, arching the spine, bringing the nose towards the knee. Keep those fingers spread wide on the ground. Don't let the knuckles rise. Think about the chest going forwards and the toe going back behind you. You can also push your heel away if you prefer that action. If you're finding it difficult with the knee that's on the ground, just pad up that knee on the ground with a blanket or double the mat up or a cushion or whatever feels helpful to you. Inhale, make it a long, big inhale, exhaling. As if your nose is going to touch your knee. Maybe you'll even go to touch the knee with that nose. One more, and then bring that knee down. Let's change sides. Actually, just sit back onto your knees or just sit however you need to. And let's just insert the fingers. Just to release the wrists. I'm thinking the fingers. I'm just doing this kind of wrist rotation in one direction and then in the other direction. The other direction is more difficult. It feels kind of weird. And then make these little starry hands. This is just to release the wrists because they've been on, they're working hard. Keep those fingers spread wide. Keep the hand engaged with the ground. So we're going to do the right leg now. Extending, pointing that toe on the inhale. The chest is coming forwards. Exhaling, bringing the nose towards the knee, knee towards the nose. Inhale. Open the chest wide. Point the toe or push the heel, whichever you prefer. Exhale, arch and lift the spine. So we're lengthening the spine and then we're arching and curving the spine as much as we can. In time with your breath. Inhale. Keep the chest wide, keep the elbows soft, keep the hands engaged with the ground. Inhale. Exhale. So the breath is leading this, and we're combining the movement of the body with the breath. It's the magic formula. And keeping our mind focused on that breath and on coordinating the two. So we find this harmony between the body and the breath and the mind. Oneness, this unification. That is the yoga. One more, breathing in, extend, and breathing out, bring the knee down, sit back into the heels, take the arms forwards, and bring the forehead to the ground, or if you prefer, rest the head on the backs of the hands there. Whatever feels better for you. And don't forget, you can widen the knees if that feels more comfortable for your body there. But most importantly here, it's an opportunity to breathe into the back body, which is whether the lungs are huge. This is where you can really explore the capacity of the lungs. So feel the back ribs particularly, fill them with air. When you do that, it's also like a little internal massage for those intercostal muscles between the ribs. So expand. Make it really big, big, big breath. So you're filling yourself like a balloon into your back. Then when you breathe out, empty, empty, and feel that just deflating feeling, but in a really good way, emptying, emptying, emptying. Hands stretched out in front, inhaling, come up onto all fours. So you notice we're not on the tabletop, the hands are much more distant away from the knees. And on the exhale, the hips are coming forward, the chest is opening, the shoulders going down away from the ears. We're looking up if you want to. Inhale. So we're moving in and out of the cobra. We're going from the swan to the cobra, between these two animals, if you like. Good. Inhale is always coming up to all fours, and the exhale is the release. So sit back into the heels. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling. Really keep those elbows soft so you can open the shoulders up and open the heart, and the heart flies upwards. Inhale. Again, going in time with your breath. Don't worry about me. Go in time with me if that feels good to you and your breath. Otherwise, go faster or slow, whatever feels good to you. but move in time with your breath. And take the movement to the end of the out-breath. So sitting back right to the end of the out-breath. Breathe everything out. Inhales the inspiration, lifts you up, so easy. And the exhale, keep coming into this cobra as long as there's an out-breath. And then lifting up on the in-breath. Let's take one more of these. Focusing on emptying everything out. Breathing in. Let's see if we can empty everything out. Open the chest, heart's flying upwards. The front of the body is getting completely open. Inhale, and then sitting back into the heels. So take a little rest there, bring the forehead to the ground, and slide the hands back into the pose of the child. Let's just give ourselves a little bit of a wriggle on the ground. I like to sometimes just to move my arms around, maybe just rocking a little bit just to remind. Rocking is a great way to remind the body to soften, and it's kind of comforting as well. So we just give ourselves a bit of comfort, and we just let ourselves be still. Relax the cheeks and the mouth and the jaw. Let the shoulders hang forwards. Breathe in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Good. Now send those arms forward again. Extend the fingers forwards whilst we're still sitting into the heels. We're getting ready for downward dog. So let's come up onto all fours. Spread those fingers wide. Engage with the ground. Feel the ground. Tuck the toes under, breathing in. And lift the knees off the ground. Look back towards the feet. So you're pushing back with the hands. And from the fingertip to the base of the spine, this is a long line. So the fingertips are going into the ground. And the tail is going away from the fingertips. So try and think about that lengthening. And what will help that is if you breathe into the chest and keep your tummy tucked in. So we're not breathing into the belly, which we normally do. We're breathing into the chest to keep the shoulders away from each other, create space between the shoulder blades. Maybe let's just soften up the backs of the legs by bending the left knee, push the right heel down, bend the right knee, push the left heel down. Make that quite pronounced so you really get a good feeling of easing into the downward dog position, making sure that you keep the fingers and hands really in contact with the ground. Good. Right, okay. Bring the heels down, and now let's just walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees, let the body hang, let the arms hang, let the head hang, feel the neck, feel the weight of the head hanging off, and really pulling the neck or creating space in the column of the neck, if you like, just by using the weight of the body. And of course, what helps that along is like breathing out. The release from the out breath that we get. Pretty special. So we're going to bring the attention to the base of the spine, feeling that sunshine in the base of the spine, feeling that energy rising up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, creating space in the spinal column as you unfurl, uncurl, slowly breathing in and out the whole time. Come to standing. Feel the whole body coming to standing, brand new. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's just do an extension of the whole body standing as we just did seated. Interlink the fingers, let's stretch the hands up. So at the same time as pushing the hands up, we're also thinking about pushing the feet into the ground. Feet to hips width apart there. So extending the arms up as we did seated, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. The fingers are interlinked there. And pushing the feet into the ground. Yeah, so we get this feeling of extending in both directions. Back of the neck is nice and long, so you have the chin slightly tucked in there. And don't hold your breath, you need to breathe deeply. One more breath in, and then lowering the arms down on the out breath. Let's continue that for a few breaths. Soften the knees. This is a good reminder to soften those knees. If that's a tendency to lock the knees, keep unlocking them. So as you inhale, you're going to open the hands up to the front and lift the hands up to the sky. Bring the hands together, turn the palms, and the palms are going to come down. I'm going to add something into that. So moving and breathing. This is helping the movement of everything. Lifting the heels up off the ground, bringing the hands together, and turning the palms and bringing the heels down as you bring the arms down either side. Let's come up. Breathing in, lifting the hands up, lifting the heels off the mat, right, pushing up on the toes, And then as you come down slowly, see if you can control that movement in the feet. This is great for the feet, the arches for the feet, the legs, the calves. Bringing that, coordinating the breath and the body, and also focusing the mind on this. So the mind is working on keeping it smooth and even. And the turn of the arms there, so we're getting a little twist in the arms, inhaling all the way up, exhaling all the way down. So we're also embracing the polarities here. I like to think of this. So inhaling is the masculine, the sky, the sun, and exhaling is the feminine, the earth, the water, the flow. Yeah, breathing in all the way up. And as we come down onto the earth, also the moon as we breathe out, moon energy. One more, breathing in all the way up, make it really strong, extend up, and the out breath is very soft. It's like the arms just floating down like two soft feathers, nice and easy. Let's just get the body coordinated even more by coming into this little cross crawl. So you lift your left knee, tap it with the right hand, and you can make this as energetic as you like. But I suggest that you keep it light, and how you do that is to stay on the balls of the feet. You can see that there. Rather than bringing the heels down, make it really light, make it kind of springy. Kind of feels lighter and easier, we'll make it springy. And then you extend the leg in front of you. Again, try and keep the weight in the ball of the foot rather than back in the heel. Breathe all the time. So we're doing opposites here. So if you're lifting your left leg, you're meeting it with the opposite hand. This is the cross crawl. This helps us to coordinate the body, connect the body with the brain. Left leg comes out to the side, right arm goes over the head. So we're doing opposites again. Getting a lovely opening in the side of the body. The arm that isn't going over the head is just hanging forwards. You can do whatever it wants there. Good. A little bit of balance needed here as well. Definitely the coordination. Breathe. Do not forget to breathe. Let's do a couple more of these. So we're going to lift the left knee and take the elbow. We're trying to get it on the other side of that knee and lift the knee really high. Okay? Again, you can make this as lively as you like, or if you're feeling not so energetic, you can make it quite slow. It's up to you, but it's the movement and the opposites, the crossing over of the body that is the key factor. Like repatterning and reconnecting the energy patterns. And now we're going to do the opposite of that, if you like, by opening up the other way. So you open up the left knee and you open up the right shoulder. Opposites. Open. It's lovely opening in a diagonal across the body. Cross crawl. These are great set of movements, good for children as well, particularly with people with coordination problems as well. This cross crawl is a really good energy fixer. Okay, and also just livelies the whole body up and limbers us all up. Let's just stand with the feet about shoulder width apart. We're just going to open the sides of the body a little bit. So take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. Okay. So we're going to lift the arms up above the head. So we're kind of in this X shape, not a giant X, but a smaller X shape. And we're going to extend the fingers out as well. Let's do these little palm trees, again, just to get into the sides of the body in preparation for some side bending. Breathing in, lifting the fingers up to the skies. Breathing out, leaning over to the left. As far as you can on the out breath. So you go in time with your breath. Breathing in, lifting up. And breathing out, leaning over to the right. As the side you lean to, push into that foot as well. That will really help. That will help to stabilize and steady yourself. And you go as far over as your breath allows and as your body allows. Use the inhale to lift you up. Inhale, inspiring, lifting. It makes it so much easier when you coordinate the breath and the body. Out breath. Let's do one more to the right. Breathing in, breathing out. Lifting up on the inhale and lowering the arms on the exhale. Very good. Okay, so now we've got a bit more lively in the sides. Let's come into some standing postures. Trikonasana, triangle. I love this posture. So we're going to put our feet hips width apart, parallel, lift the toes, place them down. Take a look at your toes, take a look at your feet, maybe lift the heels and place those down. Take a moment there. Put the weight onto the left foot and let's step back with the right. So it's about one of your leg lengths. It's not a warrior. And the feet are at right angles. So the left foot's pointing forward, the right foot is at a right angle to that. Breathing in, lift the arms above the head, lift the chest, lift the ribs. Keep that length as you breathe out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms wide, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and down. Don't compromise your posture by coming down to the ground and then your hips coming forward. Better to make it a much more quality in your asana. You can press against that lower leg or wherever you're reaching on your leg so that you can open the chest. There's a bit of a twist here, and that allows you to take that right shoulder back. I emphasize that because it's often a point that isn't included, that isn't emphasized, and it's really key to this. Reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling, turn your head towards those fingers if your neck allows you to do that without any pain. Breathe deeply. Feel that right side, making sure you're not locking your knees also. Good. Use the inhale to come up. You can bend into that left knee. I quite like that softening as you come up, and breathing out, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Take the weight onto the right foot and step back with the left. Same distance. You might even be able to see your foot imprint there. Square the hips and make them level with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Keep that length in the body as you bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms wide. Breathing out, reaching over to the right. Legs are straight, but not locked. Right hand meets the leg, the lower leg, the right leg, and the left fingers reach up away. So really try and focus on keeping that left shoulder away from the ear. It's not always easy, but keep working on it. Keep almost dropping the shoulder almost behind you. Soften the knees. Every time you feel your knees lock up, and it's disconnecting you from your legs actually in a lot of ways, using that lock. So soften them and see how it feels. Oh, I can feel the ground, feel the feet a bit more fully, and I feel my legs are working when I unlock my knees. Use the inhale, bend into the right knee to come up. Lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the left knee to spring yourself back to the front. Reverse triangle, I know you love this one. So we're going to take a step back, same kind of step with the right foot once more. But then we're going to level the feet up so that both the feet are going to point directly forwards and they are parallel to one another. I need to move out of the screen range. So now we're going to breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, turning towards the right leg, looking down the right leg. Breathing in here, and then take the left hand on the out breath. The left hand is coming down to the outside of the right leg. Now get down as far as you can go without going into pain. Sometimes you might be able to go down to the ankle, or you can hold onto a block if you have a block there. Sometimes quite nice. And then lifting up to the right hand to the ceiling. So we've got quite a strong twist and a bend going on. So breathe deeply and take care. Looking up if your neck is okay at the right fingertips. Strong legs, feel the ground with the feet. Breathe deeply. Your breath is going to be less free in this position. So explore that. Now we're going to come down to the ground. So bring one hand on top of the right foot, another hand on top of the left foot. So we're in a forward bend. Bring the fingers to the center. Come on the fingertips. And as you breathe in, lift up. Keep your fingers on the ground. Look forwards, chest forwards. It's almost like straightening the back up. You feel a bit of effort in the abdominals. And then breathing out, forward bend. Flattening the hands to the ground. Bend the knees if you need to. Good. Now we're going to come up with a straight back. So we want to take the hands to the waist or the hips. Look forwards and lift the elbows so your body is parallel with the ground. Now strengthen the legs, buttocks, abdominals. Breathe out. And on the in-breath, you can hold onto your back if you need to. Use that in-breath to lift you back up to standing. So other side now. Good job. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, twisting to the left, twisting the whole body. Now breathing in, here, and on the out breath, take the right hand down to the outside of the left leg, and you lift up the left hand up to the ceiling. If that feels too strong for you, some people might find that too much, you can always take that hand behind the back. But I think you should all be okay. Breathe deeply. The breath will fuel you here. And the breath will feel more difficult here as well because of this twist. Breathe. Strong legs. Unlock the knees if you can. Feel the ground with your feet. Focus on your breath. Now you're going to come into the forward bend once more, one hand top of each foot. Good. Now bring the hands, fingers to center once more. Inhaling, look forwards. And breathing out, forward bend. And let's make this a bit easier. Let's come into a wide leg ragdoll. So you'll need to bend your knees and let the body hang. So give way to the weight of the head. So you're going to relax the neck now. So a bit earlier we did a ragdoll, but not with wide legs. It's the same idea. So the legs are taking all the work here. The upper body is just hanging. Maybe take a few releasing breaths. So breathe in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. So again, place your focus on the base of the spine and feel that area is being pulled up, as if being pulled up by an invisible thread maybe. And let that energy travel up through the spinal column. Keep the knees bent, let the arms hang forward, let the head hang forward heavy, and let the spine naturally unravel and come to standing with ease. The longer you can keep those knees bent as you do that, then the more kind of this lovely unwinding feeling you'll get. Great. Okay, we can creep or jump the feet together. Give everything a little shake, and in fact, let's just shake everything up a little bit. So we're going to just let those little bounces. So you're going to have the knees nice and soft, and just letting the heels bounce up and down on the ground, just to kind of shake everything up, loosen everything up. Don't hold your breath, just let the breath move. Ah, yeah, feels nice just to get a little bit of resetting, if you like. So, more standing. Peaceful warrior. So it starts like warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, but then we get an extra little twist, not twist, but an extra extension, if you like. So standing first of all with the feet hips width apart, set your feet, lift the toes, place them down, lift the chest, long, strong back. Put the weight onto the left foot, step back, big step, warrior step with the right foot, or you can creep it back a bit further if you need to. The toes of the foot are pointing a bit more forwards. It's not a right angle. That's going to be too much for the hips. Hips are square to themselves, so not out of line, and also square to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, long in the body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, fingertip to fingertip. Breathing out, looking down the left arm. You're going to bend into the left knee, and the knee is going to hover over the ankle, no further. At the same time, pushing back into that right foot. So even weight between the feet, anchored. So once we're here with these lovely extended arms, then we can breathe in again to the chest, and then as you breathe out, reach back with that right arm and take that down. Notice how that right arm's going down, left arm's going up. And lean onto that back leg because it's really strong. And reach up with the left hand and turn the palm, and the palm is coming back, facing down over the mat, and also reaching to the back of the mat. Don't lose the front bend. Often we end up doing this, straightening the leg. Try and keep that front knee bend strong, the warrior, and keep pushing into that back foot. So the back leg is really super strong. Great anchor there. Breathe, 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 breathe. Keep extending and reaching right into the fingertips there. Now I'm going to use the inhale to come back to warrior 2. So inhale. And then exhaling, sinking into posture for another breath. Now inhale, come up, straighten the legs. Exhale, lower the arms down, beautiful. Bend into the right knee and bring ourselves back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake to reset. We're going to do the other side now. Put the weight onto the right foot. Big step back with the left foot. Great big step. Don't forget to just set your feet again. Like mostly pointing kind of pretty much forward, towards the right foot. Square the hips, breathing in, lift the arms up, Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into the right knee, looking down the right arm. Just checking the back arm hasn't collapsed yet. Extending, pushing into that back foot. Left thigh is strong. Inhale here. And on the exhale, reaching back with those left fingers and down. As the left arm comes down, the right arm goes up to the ceiling. You turn the hand, you twist the whole arm, and the hand is going backwards, or you're looking at the palm of the hand, and it's reaching over the body, and it's reaching back towards the back of the mat. Don't let the front knee start straightening it, keep it bent. Push into that left foot. Strong left leg there. Straight and strong. Good. And here is where we breathe deeply. We dig deep with the breath. In and out through the nostrils as always. Now use the inhale to come back up to warrior. Sink into that warrior. Extend the fingers away from each other. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give everything a little shake. I think after doing a lot of that hip action, I think we'll come down into a squat. So, squatting down, you'll straight away find out whether you are heels on the ground or heels off the ground. If your heels are off the ground, put some padding underneath them. Cushions, blankets, anything that's to hand, books even. And if your heels are on the ground, that's fine. We're going to let ourselves just hang forward, just to release the hips. This is hopefully it should feel good posture. I'm a big fan of squats. I think it's a really useful position. Good for releasing the hips and also spine. And it's worth practicing. Gets us close to the earth as well. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth, release. Those of you who've been practicing with me for a while, hopefully this is going to start feeling a bit better. Let's see if we can bring the hands together in a prayer position. You want to try and get your elbows on the inside of those knees. And if you can, maybe even pressing the elbows on the insides of those knees. Just get a bit more openness. No forcing, no straining, just seeing if there's a bit more room there, a bit more space that your breath will create for you. Okay, release. I can't resist, I have to do these twists, I just love them so much. So left hand down on the middle. Use the inhale to lift the right arm up. Lift the right arm, the fingers to the ceiling. Look up, watch that hand. Give the fingers a little wiggle, and then we're going to just rotate that right wrist. Keep watching it. Give it your full attention. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. And as we rotate it in the other direction with the wrist, we're going to bring it back down to the earth. Still rotating. Come back down. Back down. Use the inhale to lift the left arm to the ceiling. Turn the body. Look up. So the chest is wanting to see those left hand as well. And just wiggle the fingers. Then rotate the wrist in one direction, watching. Be curious and interested in that movement of the wrist. Maybe you might hear a few clicks and pops. And then we rotate in the other direction. You find after a few movements that's oiling the joints. And we're bringing that back down as it's rotating and moving to the earth. Put the hands on the ground, push up from the hands. Let's come into ragdoll once more. Knees are bent, body hang. Breathe in through nostrils. As you sigh out through the mouth, really give the weight of the head to the neck. So the power of the weight of the body, gravity, and the position of the body hanging here. Maybe have a little sway, slow sway. Side to side, just seeing how that feels for the lower back. Breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time. And then come to a stillness. And once more, feel the energy, feel your attention on the base of the spine. And it's lifting. It lifts from here. Keep the knees bent. Keep the knees bent. Keep breathing in and out. That's the things to focus on. Is leave the body heavy. Keep the knees bent as long as you can. Keep breathing in and out. And unfurl. Like everything is rebuilding, re-energizing. Filling the body with brand new energy. Good. So it comes to standing once more. Let's just loosen everything up for the Tai Chi twist. So feet are nice and wide. Knees are nice and bent. And we just twist the body on its center. Bend the knees as your body faces forward. And as you turn behind you, you can lift the heel off the ground. Let the arms swing heavily around you. Just loosen everything up. Yeah, coming slowly to a stop. As I like to, just let's have a few body thumps, backs of the hands, just thumping the whole lower back area and giving it a nice bit of a pummel. Good. Okay. And why not also bring this to the chest as well? So it's the stiff fingers, pummeling the whole chest area. Keep breathing in and out. Feel that brightening feeling. We're coming right into the center of the chest and also to the sides here. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to try Warrior 1. We're going to do pretty much all the warriors here today. So we're going to stand at the back of the mat and step into Warrior 1 and then go into Warrior 3, the balance. So just to let you know, give you a forewarning, put the weight onto the left foot, the feet are in a little V shape and there's space between the heels. Weight onto the left foot, take a big step forward with the right foot. Big, big, huge step. You might want to shuffle it a bit further forward if you can get a bit more length there. And also try and get the position of the hips level. So by that I mean you need to take the right hip back, left hip forward, push back into that left heel. Breathe in, lift the arms up above the head, space between the hands, keep the shoulders down. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. As the right knee goes forwards, push back into that left heel. So it's an even dynamic. Left knee forwards, right knee forwards, left heel going back. Fingertips are going towards the sky, the space between the hands. You can look up, test your balance, see how that feels to look up at the space between the hands above the head. Try to make sure your arms aren't going forwards in front of your face. Better that they're out of your line of vision, or just, just around your ears. This will help to keep that balance, even feeling. Keep thinking about lifting the chest, keep the tummy strong. Thinking about pointing the tail or pointing the base of the spine down. So this is very strong, this area. Even drawing up the pelvic floor here, or Mula Bandha, you're familiar with that term. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the back of the mat. Give the legs a shake. Legs are hopefully feeling lively and fired up. Put the weight onto the right foot now. Take a big step forward with the left. Yes. And don't forget also, if you're feeling wobbly, widen your stance. That's all you have to do. Take the right hip forward, left hip back, push back into that right heel, strong back leg. You'll feel that in your right buttock as well. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Space between the hands here as if you're holding something between the hands. And as you breathe out, you're going to bend into the left knee. As always, think about the dynamic that we're creating. Left knee forward, right heel back. Even effort there. It just feels great to have that kind of dynamic feeling. Keep taking the right hip forward, left hip back. Lifting the arms up to the sky, keep the shoulders down. Look up at the space between the hands to check your balance if you want to try that. If your neck allows you also. Strong belly. Try to make sure you're not gripping with the toes by lifting them up and placing them down. Keep your attention on your body, your breath, the dynamic between all the limbs, extending away from the center. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself to the back of the mat. Once more, give that a shake. Okay, let's take a moment here. A moment just to gather ourselves. Let's come into the universal, I call this all different things, gratitude prayer, universal breath, whatever you call it, it comes down to the same kind of thing. And it's just bringing our attention to our body and our breath and this present moment. So I'm talking about being in this impermanence, allowing ourselves to be with the change. So as you breathe in, lift the arms up, look up at where the hands are going to keep ourselves present. And as you breathe out, you're drawing the hands back into the heart center. Feet to hips width apart. Nice and grounded, and the knees are soft. Breathing. As you breathe in, you open the hands up, you open the insides of the arms up. So it's very receptive feeling. Looking up at the hands as they reach each other and touch and connect. So it's a connection, bringing the hands to the heart center, bringing that energy into the center, the spiritual center. Breathing in, open the hands up, spread the fingers wide. You're gathering in this moment, this energy you're with, and drawing it into the center of the body. Breathing in all the way up. So whatever you feel like you want and you need in this moment to bring yourself into a more present, aware, expanded, and obviously what comes with all of that is a happier, more contented state. Then see what you need. What do I need to do that? Do I need more support? Do I need more space? Do I need more friendship, love, energy, time? What do I want and need? Really reach out for that. Reach out for that. It's like making a plea, yearning, reaching, longing. All those gorgeous words. I love that. Longing and yearning. For what? What is it? And drawing it into the body and letting it land. Imagining it's already arrived, what you've asked for. One more. Scoop everything up. Look up, keep your attention focused, draw the hands into the body. And just to take that inwards and to really seal that into the body. Close your eyes softly, or just, if you don't feel it comfortable closing your eyes, just soften your gaze and look down at the fingertips there. Hands together, thumbs gently pressing the heart center. Soft knees, feel the feet on the ground. Open heart. And bring your attention inwards. Sense that space inside you, that familiarity, ever-changing place. Movement. Notice the movement. Don't try and prevent the movement. Thoughts will be moving. Everything's moving. Blood's moving. Breath's moving. And just be with it. Allow yourself to dance with all these layers of movement, energy, and breath, and blood, and thought. Beautiful weave, just letting it all dance. And the hands drop slowly. So with that poise and balance, we're going to come into a challenging balance. I'm not going to pretend. It's a warrior one. Don't forget you can always use furniture or a wall to help you with this. So we're going to step onto the right foot. So plant that right foot. Notice I'm keeping that knee bent of the right foot. As I start to lift the left leg, the back leg, I start to counterbalance that by taking the arms forwards. Now I can have the arms separate like this, or I can interlink the fingers, the thumbs, or keep the hands together, and put the fingers, whatever you prefer there. But it's good if you can find something that's going to help you extend. This is why I like this thumb linking. Try and keep the hips level. What your hips will want to do is, that's what it'll want to do. The left hip will want to lift up. But to really work the whole of that, the outside of that hip, you have to try and keep those hips level. You might need to hold the wall to start with. That's okay. So you keep extending forward and you keep extending the toe back. Strong. You're going to get warm. So breathe deep to get through. Move through this. Stay with it. Stay with your breath. One more breath in and releasing down on the out. Give the legs a good shake. Let's come into this little bouncing again. Knees are soft. Let the heels just bounce on the ground. Arms are floppy. Let's try the other side now. So this time I'm going to step onto the left foot. Put the weight into that left foot. Really sending that into the ground. Imagine, with the tree where you've got the roots going down. Lift the back leg. You can have it pointed or with the heel pushed away, whichever you prefer. I like this point, it kind of gives you that dynamic for me. And take the arms forward as you lift the leg. Be daring, see if you can lift that leg a little bit higher. So we're making almost a T shape with the body. You can look down at the ground, keep the back of the neck nice and long, and extend the arms forward. Keep those hips level. So you're going to really have to lift the left hip and take the right hip down. That's the effort. And it's probably the hamstring's going to be complaining about that. But keep working with it, because it will get easier. It will get easier. It does get easier, and then you have a sense of really growing and developing. Good. And slowly lower the leg down. And as you find those changes, it's a very empowering feeling that you can make change in the body. So we've worked really hard on that. Warrior 3. And let's just take a moment here. In fact, we're just going to come into these Tai Chi twists once more, just to loosen it all up before we come down to the ground. We're going to come down very quickly, but nice to loosen it up. Bend knees, just come into the Tai Chi twist once more. That's quite strong, so slowly. And we're going to come down to the ground in a slow squat, and then come into a lying down. Breathing in, lift the arms in front of you. Breathing out, the bottom's going back, the arms are going forward. Strong belly, all the time, keep breathing in and out the whole time. Slowly lower down to the ground, and then catch yourself, hands behind. Extend the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down. Okay, let's come into a lying down position. Extend the fingers towards the toes, slowly lower the body down. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Make the effort, keep working, but keep breathing to support that effort. And when you're down, let everything go. We're just going to come into Shavasana for a moment. We're coming to the slowing down now. Take a breath in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Feel the body on the ground, enjoy the feeling of body, the back of the body being on the ground. Arms out to the side, the palms facing the ceiling. Just enjoy that feeling. Breathing deeply, releasing breath out through the mouth. We're just going to bend the knees and hug the knees for a moment, just to loosen and free up the back. Any little last minute little niggles there in the lower back, the sacrum. Just rocking and rolling around in whatever way feels good. Maybe making a circle. Circle's always good, so having the knees together, one hand on top of each kneecap, and drawing a big circle on the ground. And also drawing a big circle with your knees. And you can do this holding the knees, or you can do it without holding the knees. So this is a bit more work for the abdominals, so just choose which you prefer. Stirring things up a little bit. And also just staying with that movement. Moving and breathing, moving and breathing. And change direction. Easing out, slowing down, again with or without the hands, holding there. Try both, see which you prefer. It's nice to do a bit of both. Good. Put the feet on the floor. Slide the legs away. Give yourself a full extension. Good. And then you're going to bend the knees once more. Take the hands behind the knees. You're going to rock along the length of the spine and come up to seated for a moment. So we're going to finish a little bit late. I hope that's okay. I'm going to practice Nadi Shodhana. I'm going to do a simple version of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So it's very, very easy, and use one finger at a time. So I invite you to try this with me. So you first of all breathe in softly through the nostrils. As you breathe out, you put your left finger to your left nostril and breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in again. Bring the right finger to the right nostril and breathe out through the right nostril. And drop down. Breathing in through both nostrils. Left finger on left nostril, breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through both nostrils. Right finger to right nostril, breathe out through the left nostril. Breathe in through both nostrils. Left finger on left nostril, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through both nostrils. The last one, put the right finger on the right nostril, breathe out through the left nostril. The hands just sit in the lap for a second. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And we'll just come into lying in Shavasana on the ground. So feel free if you want to adapt that posture by having the knees bent and the feet on the ground. Also, you're very welcome to have your legs up against the wall or your legs up on some furniture if that feels more easeful. So find yourself in a comfortable position. You can cover yourself if you prefer to do that too. So lying in Shavasana, traditional Shavasana with the space between the feet out to the sides, space between your arms and the body, the palms facing the ceiling, and the face is pointing towards the ceiling, and the chin is slightly tucked in. Some of you may need a folded blanket or a cushion underneath your head. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Release everything. Okay, and then let the breath settle. Close the eyes if they're not closed already. Take the focus inwards and give yourself just these couple of minutes to fully embrace your own rest, relaxation. Feel yourself in that ever-changing moment, from moment to moment. We're not pushing anything away, we're not trying too hard, we're not forcing anything, we're just feeling everything and being with everything with equanimity, open-heartedness and love. Soft breath coming in and out through the nostrils, bellies rising and falling. Breath coming in and breath going out. Breath is taking care of itself. Nothing to do here. Let your body rest fully. So we come to the end of the practice, end of the relaxation. So give yourself time to bring yourself up to seated